Once again, you're welcome on 360 Sport. Super Eagles of Nigeria. Well, we are happy that the big boys are beginning to at least move in now. This just reaching out is Kelechi Iheanacho, senior man, and Kel is also around. Well, joining me in the studio to talk on 360 Sport is my dear Uma. Good to have you, my dear.
Good morning. Thank you for having me at a point where we are chilling with the big boys. Good morning.
Okay, well, looking at the fact that Nigerian Super Eagles, the update now, because that will be our first story on the show for this hour. Now, the Super Eagles, they started their official training session on Sunday. The second training session was actually held yesterday, but with bigger or larger house, where the likes of Maduka Okoye, Ahmed Musa, the captain, and also Zaidu Sanusi of FC Porto joined the 11 players or 12 players that was already on ground. Awuni, Peter Olayinka, Chidozia Waziem, Daniel Akpeyi, all the goalkeepers, John Noble and all of them on ground. And now, as we speak right now, news featuring is that senior man Kelechi Iheanacho is in town. That's making it to be at least the camp is swelling to at least 15 players as we speak.
Yes, as we speak right now, 22 players actually in camp.
Sorry, 22.
22. And not forgetting Alex Iwobi is in town as well. You did mention earlier. And I think we are gathering the momentum that we want to gather before the AFCON. Remember, this time around, we want to just come home with the trophy. That's what we're aiming. So I think with the build-up that we've had and with the lessons that we have learned in the past, the last AFCON, it wasn't really smooth for the team Nigeria. So I think this time around with the preparation on ground, I'm so heartbroken that we couldn't have Osimhen. He has been ruled out even before the training and everything that has to do with a preparation being in top gear. But I wanted Johnny Gallo. I know what we need right now is stability. We need all of the good hands if we really need to make a statement in this tournament. So I'm not happy that we don't have all of them, but I'm happy with the team that we have right now. And with the coach, I think Mr. Guavon will be able to manage this. But remember earlier he said, I think discipline is what the team lack. They lack discipline. So if he's able to pinpoint that and know that this is what the team lacks. They say if you have a problem known is a problem solved. So if he can work on that discipline and work on the team, let them play as one team, play for the green, white and green flag, play for the people who have come out en masse to support them. I think we're going to really make a statement in this AFCON come a few days from now. A
few days from now, Nigeria, in fact, they should be leaving Nigeria tomorrow for Cameroon, precisely going to Garoua, the city that Nigeria will be playing alongside Egypt, Sudan and Guinea-Bissau. And the fact that as we speak right now, people are not too sure if Igalo will be making that score because of the fact Al-Shabaab, the team is playing for, say they may not release him. And the way it's going, and we need his experience, although I actually heard that Akikume Amo, that plays in Amabi in Sweden, is already on standby as one of the players that could be called to be in for Igalo if he's not coming. And we've seen where Leon Balogun and other players opted out because of injury or thereabout, and now others have been given the chance. This particular AFCON, for a very long time now, this has not really happened, but it's so unprepared for kind of, you have players that you were looking at, that, okay, this is our squad, and about 5 players now are out. Dennis is not coming. Osimhen is injured, COVID, and other players are out due to injury. And people are looking at, oh, can this crop of new players, can they just surprise the whole Africa? Can they just bring up the chance given to them? You know, it's an opportunity because they were not being called earlier. They were not being invited. But now that they are given the opportunity, what would they be taking out of that opportunity given them?
I think that this opportunity that has been given to new players is for them to make something out of it. Prior to this time, we've seen people saying that we need to rejig the national team. We have players who are playing their trade outside the country. We have players who are finding it difficult have play times in their clubs. And from the form that we had from Kelechi Iheanacho in this past few months in the English Premier League, Kelechi Iheanacho is in a very good form. At some point we saw him do his best for his club, which is Leicester City. So I think he has had play times, and look at the likes of Alex Iwobi in Everton. He's doing his best. And then Odion Ighalo, like you mentioned in the first place, you know Odion Ighalo cannot survive pressure. He's not somebody that manages pressure well. I think Odion Ighalo, what he needs right now is stability. If he doesn't make it, fine. But if he makes it, that means he has been able to find a kind of stability in his career, in his life, and that's how he can actually give his best to the Super Eagles. But if he doesn't make it, that's what will happen. You know, what has to happen has to happen. So let's just bank on what we have right now with a team spirit. If we play together as a team and not say that, okay, I've been playing for a very long time, these are new boys and all that, then we are going to make great teams that will go out during the AFCON and face teams like Egypt, face the indomitable Lions, and even, you know, teams like Tunisia. Don't forget Tunisia actually, you know, one team to
Carthage Eagles.
The Carthage Eagles. So I think there'll be no complacency from these new boys. I think they're going to do their best because they really, really, really want to make a statement. You know, sometimes I always use the word statement because it's all about you giving a chance. You seize the opportunity and you make something out of it. These boys want to make their name known. They want to be invited again. So it's all about giving their best, especially for a team that has been, you know, not too stable. And they feel, I'm sure if they're watching from their home from last season, they're like, oh, what happened in the AFCON, the other tournament? Oh, I can do better than this. God, come on, if you put me here, I can do this. So it's all about making a statement. It's all about doing your best, and it's all about bringing the trophy home. And I think everybody wants that. You want to be named in a squad that won AFCON 2021, 2022 season. Come on, everybody wants that. So I think it's going to be good. I'm very optimistic about the team formation and what we're going to do when we land in Cameroon for the AFCON.
Hopefully, Nigerian Super Eagles will fly high. We just have been talking about the updates concerning the camping of Nigerian Super Eagles in Abuja. They had their second training session yesterday. That is on Monday at the MK Abiola Stadium, where some players joined them. The captain was also there, Ahmed Musa. And just to let you know that Iheanacho is in town, and we are hoping that the entire team will get themselves together ahead of their leaving for Garoua City in Cameroon. Well, some players spoke to us while they had their training session yesterday at the MK Abiola Stadium. The likes of Maduka Okoye, goalkeeper, Daniel Akpeyi, not forgetting Peter Olayinka, and also Taiwo Awoni, the debutant in the AFCON team. Now, let's listen to what all these players said in their interview.
Nigeria always expect us to, to do well in the tournament, and I'm very sure that the players that have been invited into the camp, they know what is obtainable and what we need, and how to make Nigeria happy. I just hope that we keep the focus, and the most important thing is to take one game at a time. So the first focus is to focus on the first game, which is against Egypt. So we'll take it up from there.
For me, I'm not the guy that sets targets in terms of saying I'm going to do this. I think it's about getting set for each game, putting in the sheet for the country, and let's see how it goes at the end.
The new competition, and it feels different because nothing is safe, nothing is promised. So we're back on fighting for the spot again. And but one thing is for sure: no matter who's going to play, we're going to do everything for the country and do our best. I think it's important how you enter the tournament. If you enter the tournament with a very good game, then they already know about you. So I think the first game is going to be very important. And after that, it's just doing my thing and being on my best.
That has been giving me a sleepless night because I want to prove myself. I want to give everything. I want to make Nigeria proud. So I think if I'm given the chance, I'll give my very best.
Good one there. Maduka Okoye, Daniel Akpeyi, not forgetting Peter Olayenka, and also Taiwo Awoni, who plays for Union Berlin in Germany, German Bundesliga. The four of them spoke to us, expressing their view concerning the AFCON preparation. Taiwo Awoni is saying, well, he's not the kind of player that always want to make too much noise. He wants to go there and do his business. Well, all of them are really raring to go in this AFCON. I love the fact that when you see those players, the humility they exude makes you want to be like, oh, this is nice. Especially, I saw the way Daniel Akpeyi really attended to journalists, and also Maduka Okoye. The two of them were so calm, talking to a member of the press concerning their feelings about the AFCON.
I think footballers are media friendly. It's just some of them, sometimes they just have this attitude, but it's okay that sometimes you can't really hide your personality, and that's what these boys were able to exhibit yesterday. The debutants were happy. Like I said, they want to just go in and do their business, and it's not going to be business as usual. I don't know why. I'm enthusiastic about this. I'm positive that we're going to get a very, very great result from the AFCON when we get to Cameroon.
Now, the great result you're talking about, where do you see Nigerian Super Eagles?
Okay, Nigerian Super Eagles in the AFCON. The team, okay, Guinea-Bissau, okay, I think we can get past Guinea-Bissau. I think the only very tough team that we'll face will be Egypt.
That will be the first game.
And that will be the first game.
No, what I'm even looking at is, where do you think we're going to get? Is it semi-final? Is it winning the cup? Is it final? Is it quarter?
That's I have to do some analysis. Like,
let's have the
look
analysis.
At it
let's
in
have the
my head.
analysis now.
Okay, like I was saying, in Egypt, the likes of Mohamed Salah, Ahmed,
El Neni.
Wow. Okay, I think it's going to be a tough one, but I see the Nigerian Super Eagles edging out.
Do you see us winning against Egypt?
Yes. I'm positive. We will.
I like that. You are a very patriotic Nigerian.
I'm a patriotic Nigerian, but when I see, like in football, anything can happen. See what happened between, in the Premier League.
A lot of people are afraid.
Leagues.
A lot of people are afraid because of the fact that Mo Salah is in the best form of his life.
Yes, I am scared. Even the Super Eagles players, of course, they have their doubts about all of this. But I think if we give our best, even the biggest team fall to the smallest of teams, even the underdogs. So I think if we give our best, we're going to do better. I'm not scared of Egypt. I have my doubts, but I'm not scared. So I think the Super Eagles, they're in their best from right now. Come on, look at the enthusiasm from the players.
Even looking at the way they train now, you see the way they are really preparing that, okay, we can't do this. Let's come together, boys. Looking at their training, you see that even the new invited player, you understand? Now, you just have to look at the fact that, hey, these guys are ready for this. If you look at them standing, look at Okoye, Ahmed Musa, you have Mohsin Simon behind you there, and all the entire squad coming together. Only Sounder from Orlando Pirates. All of them are really ready to go. Akpeyi, look at the goalkeepers having a good time with them. So the four goalkeepers are actually acting like brothers. On Sunday, while we were there, I remember John Noble, Francis Uzoho, and Akpeyi were saying one of them is still missing. They are waiting for him. When Coach Aloy Agu was like, let's do this training, they were telling him, okay, we are waiting for the fourth person.
Yes.
That's how happy they are to be together as a goalkeeper. Some places you see issue of a fight or thereabout.
Yes.
And looking at the way they are planning their training.
I love that energy. Not just in football alone. Anywhere you have, that team spirit, you have love, you have people wanting to work together. There's no enmity. There's no kind of jealousy between one another. You see people progress in such kind of organizations or maybe a gathering. I think that's what they're trying to do right now. Like I said, discipline, we need to do our best. We don't need to take anything for granted. So this might not mean so much when you want to say go out of the field, because at the end of the day, we need to score goals. That's what football is all about, right? You need to find the back of the net. You need to do the needful on the pitch to get the job done. So, but I think this is a right step, a very good step in the right direction. So if we have this kind of love amongst the team, we have this a kind of unity, we will go far. We will go far. People sharing ideas, people coming together to have a conversation about how they can progress. I think that's wonderful. So if we can have this, we can go past any team. Egypt,
Cameroon,
Cameroon, Guinea-Bissau, because right now I don't want them to take anything for granted. You might say Guinea-Bissau, you know, in our group are the underdogs. But come on, you don't have to take anything for granted. And with this attitude they are exhibiting right now, I think that's the goal for them. Don't take anything for granted and do your best when you're on the pitch.
I love the fact that former Eagles star Joseph Yobo, the former captain of the Super Eagles, is also with them as one of the assistant coaches. He's also showing his class of how they should train. You have Aloy Agu on the pitch with the goalkeepers. You have Augustine Eguavoin as the interim manager or coach, dishing out instructions and trying to instill discipline in that particular team. We just see how these guys are Paul Aigbogun also adding his own experience.
Exactly.
Salisu Yusuf, all the entire technical crew working together to say, okay, this AFCON. In fact, I overheard Eguavoin is telling the boys, this is AFCON. You guys should prove yourself. You have been given the opportunity. Show that the reason why you are being called to replace some players, this is an opportunity. Take the chance and prove yourself.
See, I love the fact that you actually call these teams that are actually supporting the national team. Hitherto, you see that enmity between old players
and the new ones, or the newly invited.
The interim coach. I don't want to talk about the Super Eagles newly appointed. I don't want to talk about that. But you know, since Eguavoin came, we've had so many coaches, maybe past coaches or past players, you know, the big names we used to have in football, you know, coming together, putting their input. Before now, somebody who is headed the Super Eagles, somebody comes from somewhere, maybe let's say, for example, you have a coach maybe from the Nigerian Professional Football League, or somebody who has been an interim coach in the Super Eagles or an assistant coach before, will come out and say, this man cannot do the job. There's a lot of things happening in the Super Eagles. You know, a lot of criticism.
No, I understand the quietness. Everything seems to be quiet this time around. No noise.
So I think that's the kind of energy. We want people to support one another. Look at politics in Nigeria now. This party is saying this party is saying this. And we know that the NFF, the Nigeria Football Federation, has not been stable as relates to, you know, electing someone who will be in charge, and then other subordinates as well. Some people are saying that there's mismanagement. Some people are saying that there's a lot of things wrong in the Nigerian football. Let's not just go there. Let's see, that's another thing that we need to talk about another time, but let's not go there.
Our focus is on Super Eagles.
I'm trying to, you know, say some of the things that affect our Super Eagles and why they've not been able to perform well when they go, you know, the continental stage, or when they even go to the World Cup internationally. So I think if we are able to put our house together, we are able to put all of our differences aside, who is doing what, who is gaining what, who is not gaining what, I think we'll be able to do better when we go out there to show the world that, yes, Nigeria, we are a great nation, and people know us for the kind of football that we play. So if we put all of this together, the sky will be our starting point.
The sky will be our starting point. Reviewing the Super Eagles preparation. We're looking at the updates concerning the Nigerian Super Eagles. That's our, at least, focus for this hour. Well, the Super Eagles of Nigeria are really preparing. We hope that they will do well in AFCON. And when we look at the area of the coaches now, the players, their mentality towards AFCON. We know that, okay, the majority of the players right now in camp, they were not prepared. In fact, up to this time last week, before they got that name out, okay, adjusted list, the likes of Peter Olayenka that plays in Czech Republic, the likes of Tyrone Ebuehi, he had to move in for the likes of Balogun opted out, and also others. But the current crop of players that made this team and those that are still on standby, if others don't come, the likes of Igalo and her, I'm sure they should see this opportunity as a golden one, because if they are able to make a statement at the AFCON over there in Cameroon, believe you me, it will be more competitive. It will be very, very competitive in each positions that they vie against the old players or those ones that were invited earlier before they give them the chance. It's going to be a tough one. If they can do better, maybe get to semi-final or eventually get to final or even scoop the third edition, that would be very nice.
I don't want this AFCON to be predictable. I do not. Yes, I want
shocking
Nigeria.
one.
Yes, I want a shocking one. I don't want when we start playing the AFCON and some people come and say, it seems Nigeria is going to be the one to take this trophy. Yes, I want that.
We're not even rated now.
Yes.
Nigeria is not rated.
Yes.
Senegal, Egypt, Tunisia.
And Tunisia. But I want
Algeria.
the unexpected to happen in this AFCON. And that's the beauty of football. If you know, you get into it and you know the person who is going to score more goals. I don't think I want to sit down and watch that kind of match. I want to see things that I would not necessarily expect. I want to see players whom were not in the list or who were not rated.
And then they can
come out
to show
see the likes of Osimhen. He was given a shot just like these young boys, and he grabbed that opportunity and he made a statement. That's why Osimhen, the Onuachu, and the rest of the, the boys who are making big names for themselves right now in the Super Eagles, that's how they evolved. And that's how all of the players that we're hearing their names, internationally, that's how they evolved. They seized the opportunity that they were given once, and that's it. So I think we're going to do better. I keep saying that. We're going to do better with the kind of formation, with the kind of team spirit that we started with. And I don't want them to be discouraged, maybe after the first match and nothing happens, but I'm optimistic.
I'm optimistic that we can beat Egypt.
Yes, and the likes of Igalo, if they don't come, like I said, what will happen will eventually happen. And the instability that we had.
This might actually be a blessing in disguise. These lads that have been given this chance, all they need to do is, being called here is not a fluke. I know what I'm doing in Europe. Playing that particular club is not just because I'm there, because I'm a second fiddle. No, I can do this business. In fact, if I'm given the chance as a topmost either striker or defender or winger, I can also meet up on the task. And as it is, I strongly believe, all they need to do, get some player that can hold down those star players of Egypt, Nene or Salah. If someone can hold him down, I know Egypt, they are compact, they know African football very well. Majority of them play in Africa, but I believe that we can succeed over Egypt.
Well, Salah is a very hard, and some of the players that we have in Egypt, they are very hard guys to hold down.
We too, we are hard guys. We are hard guys.
Yes, that's why.
You want to compare, wait, let me just add a little spice of banter. You want to compare Nigerian apple, fufu, compared to Egyptian food?
Or chicken.
Come on, let's not go there. I believe Super Eagles can do this.
If it works that way, I think we in every tournament we should be coming home with a trophy.
Maybe, and just to add some spice of laughter to
I understand.
But really, we believe that Nigerian Super Eagles can fly against Egypt.
Yes,
I'm not writing them off. I just have that feeling that they can. Why they have been, a lot of people don't really believe in them now, and that's the best thing. Nobody's giving it that chance. These guys are not the best team we have, or this, but you'll be surprised what will happen in Egypt. In Cameroon.
We are like the oldest team that has appeared in the AFCON many times than any other African country. So I think being the big boys and chilling with other big boys, they should be able to do good things, their best on the pitch. That's what we'll be praying for them. But at the end of the day, they are the ones who will be chasing after the ball and chasing the back of the net. So.
As we want to at least chill with the big boys. Well, Mandira Umar there joining us to talk about sport on the Super Eagles update that we've been reviewing on the show. 360 Sport, good to have you, Madia. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much for having me. And I wish the Super Eagles a safe trip to Cameroon, and I wish they come back with a trophy.
Hopefully they will do that. I am Adeni Ajisha for Sport, is fitness and business. Thanks for watching.